In a weather impact alert. So I want to bring you the latest updates as we continue to track more storms that are currently making their way through the triad, continuing to bring in more and more, again, damaging winds and also a lot of cloud to ground lightning. We have actually had a little bit of a flash flood warning that's been in effect for several of our counties as well. So I want to bring you guys the latest and up to speed on what's going on the radar as we speak. And this is for both my WFMY Plus viewers and also my Facebook Live viewers. So wherever you are, just wanting to give you the latest and continue to bring you the latest on what to expect these next couple of hours. So there is a severe thunderstorm warning that's still in effect for Alamance over the next 15 minutes or so, but really the worst of it has gone. There may be an isolated shower or two behind it or so, but really the main impacts from this are gone, and it's continuing to kind of push toward the northeast fairly quickly over the area. I really wanted to get kind of to the ones that are impacting portions of Randolph County. These are kind of moving really, really quickly. They may not have a severe tag as of right now, but they're continuing to bring in a punch with some damaging winds. I actually just saw on our wind gust graphic that there was a gust of 38 in Lexington due to these strong storms kind of moving through the area. It would not surprise me if these kind of more intensified over the next little bit with winds and, of course, even with a little bit bigger hail, that we were able to see another severe thunderstorm warning in portions of Randolph. And this is heading your way for our friends that are in Asheboro. This is moving from west to east, continuing to kind of track this also. Moving into our area, it's kind of moving very quickly though, which is some good news considering some of these storms the last couple of weeks have been kind of sitting in one area and really just not moving a lot. But the problem with these is, they come out of nowhere and then they run through the area and they can just pack a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. So still seeing these lightning strikes kind of in association with this cluster of storms kind of bring in a lot to our area. The next couple of hours, the good news is I'm really expecting most of these to kind of clear out of the area by around 10 o'clock at the latest for maybe a couple of late running storms. But if you hear thunder at all, again, good rule of thumb, always to head indoors. Remember, lightning can strike 20 miles away from the storm. So it's pretty significant. And today, of course, our weather impact alert is scheduled for the next hour or so. But if storms continue, I will extend it. And, of course, I will keep you updated as I do so. So we're going to go dive into the Futurecast for the next couple of hours. I really think most of this is going to be gone by around 9 o'clock tonight. So in an hour or so, these really going to be moving out of our area. Some late running storms may be possible, but would be out of our hair by around 10, 11 at the latest, really calming down overnight and into tomorrow morning. Again, we aren't in this severe thunderstorm watch that is mainly toward our east in portions just north of Raleigh. That's until 10 o'clock at night tonight. We're not included in that watch, but we still are going to have to be careful over the next several hours as we continue to kind of track these storms. And a lot of lightning in association with these storms too. You can see just in North Carolina around 681 current lightning strikes. And, this is a little bit busier earlier, but this is still a pretty good amount of lightning strikes across our area. We're still kind of in that level 2 risk, meaning scattered flooding is going to be possible, flash flooding, I should say. Higher confidence of it, where you see that red in the top left corner of your screen, that's a level 3. That's where, we really start to see more confidence in widespread flooding. But we're in that level 2, so it was definitely worth pulling trigger today on a weather impact alert. And severe storm risk, we're in that level 1 to 2 range, so isolated strong to severe storms could be scattered at times. We've had that this afternoon. Shoot, we're seeing it right now. Into tomorrow afternoon, the good news is we're really going to be calming down, I really think. A drier and also lower flash flooding risk for the area, a level 1 out of 4 for the western portions of our region, and also only a level 1 for the severe storm risk, so a marginal at best, especially for northernmost counties. It's really most of the triad, but I really think a lot of us are actually going to be staying dry. I pointed out just a minute ago how Davidson County actually had that 38 mile per hour wind gust, and I just wanted to show you that on the map. That was all from that storm that I was just tracking with you on the radar. And I told you, it really wouldn't surprise me if these storms ended up getting a severe warning on them, just with how they're moving and how much, how they're continuing to kind of intensify over the next. They've been intensifying over the last little bit of time. Lots and lots of lightning, some damaging winds, and even some hail. And I'm going to kind of track that with you. Hail tracks over the last little bit. Really only up to around half an inch or so, more so toward Raleigh and this severe storm that was rightly called over Sanford, moving toward Fuquay. There's that flash flood warning for our area. I did want to kind of focus in on that for just a moment. We have been seeing a lot of rainfall in these areas just in the last couple of hours. So this is including Caswell. This includes Rockingham. This includes Western Guilford and also Alamance counties until around 8:45. So for the next 45 minutes ago or so, Caswell and Rockingham, that is until 11:45 tonight. Estimated rainfall that I've seen this is just in the last couple of hours, have seen up to around 2 to 4 inches estimated by radar particularly. This is in southeastern Caswell that we've kind of seen the most, anywhere between 3 to 3.5. Over here toward Burlington, between there and Altamaha, up to around 1.7. Let's kind of go over here towards southern Caswell County. Locust Hill, also seeing up to around 1 to 2 inches. Let's go southeast Greensboro, around 1.4. But, this is on top of the rain that we've already seen just in the last couple weeks. And with already saturated soils, it really can be a problem. And the water's got to go somewhere, so it can just cause issues very, very quickly with floods that can just happen, very, very fast due to these locally heavy downpours across the area. I've gotten a lot of questions tonight on if there is a tornado threat, and the best answer and the quickest answer I'm going to say is no. It really is more so the winds and also the flash flooding across the region. Maybe even a little bit of a hail threat, not so much a tornado threat for this evening over the next hour or two. But we'll continue to monitor these storms if any of them do continue to kind of strengthen across the region. Our weather impact alert is going to go through 9 o'clock tonight. So for the next hour or so, just make sure you have a way to receive, severe alerts for the next hour as we continue to track these storms. Burlington under half an inch, but you'll notice that color coding right there between around the yellowish kind of oranges that you can see on there. They're kind of dotted. That's between 2 to 3 inches, maybe even more than that in that range. So may not have caught it there at that particular place that is showing up, but still some pretty hefty totals in some of these downpours that have continued over the last bit. Yes, this is great. I love seeing the sun after plenty of scattered showers and storms across the area. Burlington right now, wow, this is beautiful. You're in the low to mid 70s, beautiful after those storms. We saw quite the amount of shelf clouds this evening across the area, and they were pretty impressive. Lower 80s in Winston-Salem, but still feels like we're at 90 because dew points, take a look at that too here in Greensboro, it's no different, are in the middle 70s. And wow, this is like a painting. You can see over my head that cloud is kind of moving pretty quickly. But it's just beautiful. Current temps all across the board as these storms kind of continue to roll through, mainly in the upper 70s and lower 80s. If you're actively seeing a storm, likely going to be in the lower 70s. So not too bad, but it is humid. It feels tropical. It is air that you can wear. We are in the low to mid 70s all across the board. The good news is we've kind of been stuck in this weather pattern of pop-up storms that can cause locally heavy downpours and bring in that risk of damaging winds, the lightning, and the flash flooding risk. Tomorrow looks drier. Take a look at your forecast planner for tomorrow. I am so excited. I'm excited for no storm chance, but I'm not as excited for the heat and the humidity. At least the storm chances cool us off. I know we're done with them. I'm done with them too. But it's going to be hot and it's going to be humid. We might be in the lower 90s air temperature wise, but we're going to be feeling like upper 90s to right at around 100 due to heat index values across the area. I just got a question here in the chat asking if I think we will have any more here in Greensboro. I have been seeing that a lot of these storms behind them, there's been a little bit of redevelopment, so I'm not going to say no. But I really do think over the next hour or two, most of these will be have gone across our area. I'm going to kind of zoom in on the radar one last time here just to kind of show you these storms that are moving right now actually into portions of Randolph. But you can see even this one over here toward High Point, and I'm going to point it out actually with an arrow, just formed within the last 15 minutes. I mean, they're very, very quick to form, locally heavy, lots of lightning, can cluster up and then become a real problem. Like, I really assume our friends down here in Randolph County, a lot of them are getting absolutely hammered right now from those locally heavy downpours and all of that cloud to ground lightning. Continuing to watch these storms over the next little bit. For my friends that are watching on WFMY Plus, I am going to let you guys go, but I'll continue to bring you updates as needed as I continue to track these storms. I'm going to leave you guys with a look at our 7-day forecast where we're continuing to track storms for right now, but drier conditions are on the way. At least by Wednesday of next week, we're going to be in the mid to upper 80s and lower 90s. Mainly dry conditions. Thank you for sticking with us. For our friends on Plus, you can tune in on my Facebook Live for more information. But for now, I'm going to let you guys go. Have a good weekend.